Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this video I'm playing a 3v3 match on the map The Hills Have Eyes. I'm in the middle bottom. Of course there's a bottom for the top game, like all games on this map really. So first things first, I'm just going to build some dogs. For those of you who know this map, there's angry civilians that come from the middle with nukes and Tesla, and dogs are the way you counter them. Because they seem to ignore the dogs and just run past them and get eaten as they do so. So I'm going to build a few dogs to start with. The idea is you want to build enough dogs to protect, but you don't want to build too many dogs, else you'll spend too much ore, and then that'll hamper your startup time. So you can see I'm just spreading the dogs out at all the different entrances, because I know where the civs come from and where they travel to. You can see my teammate in the blue is already making boats. That seems very early. If you make boats too early, the problem is you can get countered with tanks. That's what I tend to do anyway. If a player attacks me with boats really early on, I'll just send tanks back at them.
Construction complete.
So yeah, I'm just spreading out my base so I can build another ore refinery. I'm going ore refinery, 2 ore refineries early. I'll just make it. Yeah, I was just getting that crate there. I was hoping it was money, but I wasn't lucky.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, you'll see I've built my base to the right first. I think that really you want most of your ore trucks to be to the right. And the reason is the ore field to the right is a lot bigger, so it'll take a lot longer to run out than the ore field to the left. Yeah, you can see Green's built some boats as well, and Blue's actually rushing with tanks now, so he's sort of, yeah, a rush attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I'll just send some tanks there in case they counter.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Right, so now I've got my second war factory. I've got
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Report affirmative.
yeah, I'm just putting a tank there just for protection.
Building. Building.
And I'm just going to keep on building tanks now. And you can see those civilians that are coming from the middle, they're just getting eaten up as they run past.
Affirmative.
And it looks like Green's pretty much destroyed. They've had their construction yard eliminated, so they won't be able to fight us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a MCV now. And the reason is I'm going to want to put an MCV up top. A lot of this map is about ore control. And our teammates just quit. So it seems like it's going to be pretty much going to be a 2v2.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2v2 because the other team's almost dead. Or pretty as good as.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
And I'm just building my different things
Ready.
up, so...
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm just going to send my tanks up here.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
We do have an opponent on the other team who's a pretty good player. I think he's ranked quite high in Quick Match. He's called Philharmonic. He was saying last match about conserving ore.
Building.
Trying to say that the bottom didn't have an advantage, or the top didn't have an advantage over the bottom. It's just about conserving ore, but I sort of disagree with that because since everyone on our team spent less ore than the top team and we ran out of ore.
Building.
Comrade.
But he does seem to conserve it himself, so he doesn't use as much as... I
Construction complete.
think he builds about 4 ore
Unit
trucks.
ready. Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, I'm just building some units up top.
Building.
You can see the other team, they're built the tanks.
Building.
They brought the tanks
On
across.
hold. Cancel.
Because obviously you don't want.
Sir, acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Oh, and I've sort of messed that.
Building.
But yeah, I'm gonna need to get rid of that anyway.
Acknowledged.
I sort of messed up the placement. I blocked the ore patch, which wasn't really necessary. Well, which I shouldn't have done. That was a bit stupid of me.
Base.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
But yeah, it's a bit so busy. It's a 2v2 now. I think it's a much fairer map actually for 2v2. I'm going to keep this ore truck up here because I don't want it to go down, because then it'll stop the other ore trucks from unloading.
Reporting.
Building.
I think a 2v2
Complete.
game though is more fair for this map,
Unit ready. Building.
because of the limited ore on the bottom.
Ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course.
Insufficient.
Very well. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Of course. Very
So
well.
this puts us in a very good position if we can keep control of this right side. I think what Blue probably should do is try and focus on building some naval units, get some cruisers, bring them up to the top and start hammering Yellow. And that's what I'd probably do in his position.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, you can see that Yellow and Light Blue, they're bringing a lot of the tanks they're building to the right just to help defend. And Blue's probably going to take a little while to get his economy going as well because of the early rush.
Unit
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bring some things up the middle. Since
Comrade. Yes, comrade. Acknowledged.
yeah, so since they're bringing a lot of the units to the right, I'm going to go up from the middle and where they might be less protected. And I think they've seen me,
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
which is sort of unfortunate. But
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
I just try to do a quick attack.
Affirmative.
They have Tesla coils, which is not what I really wanted. Yeah, it's gone pretty badly. Tesla coils with tanks in front is a very, very solid combination. It's very, very hard to get past that. Because if you go for the Tesla coils, you have to go through a load of tank bullets to get to them.
Yes, sir.
And that really does destroy you. So on the left, they've taken the water, which is unsurprising. That's what I would have expected them to
Unit
do.
ready. Building. Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Building.
And yeah, we're just building up some defences on the right-hand side.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
You can see there, actually, they've got quite a sizable force coming.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yeah, that attack a bit earlier messed us up a little bit, and because I did waste a lot of tanks and didn't do much damage at all, so it's going to take. I'm going to need some time to recover from that.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Building.
I'm just trying to hold this spot here at the moment.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, but it looks like they have got an awful lot of tanks. I'll send my red one, send my other ones up, but it's not looking too good.
Insufficient funds. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building. Unit lost. Unit ready. Base is under
Yeah, that didn't really work out too well.
Acknowledged. 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 Very well. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'll get rid of those tanks. It'll be better to destroy them now and not let them repair them.
unit lost.
Because you will have a service depot, so you could any damaged tanks can be repaired quite cheaply using that. It's very economical if you've got tanks on red just to go and send them to a service depot. Otherwise in a fight they just get destroyed immediately almost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, so we need to still fight for this right-hand side. Hopefully Blue will get some boats here, because boats can really help, especially cruisers. And as I said earlier, the cruisers would destroy Yellow's base. They could get, because they can reach quite far. And also Yellow won't have, because the Soviets, they won't have radar jammers. Although Blue might install a base there and install them.
Yes, sir.
So you can see and Yellow attacking my base. I was a bit careless probably to miss that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Well, I don't quite see what they're doing. They attacked one building and another. Now they've gone to another ore refinery. And that ore refinery really is not essential at all because I've got an ore refinery just below it.
Prepare.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
And I haven't managed to destroy it. So that's been quite costly to Yellow because they've used a lot of tanks there and done practically no damage. I think they might have killed one or two of my tanks.
Awaiting affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
So yeah, I'll just install a Tesla coil.
Awaiting or acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Awaiting or acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And I'm just putting those tanks there just as defence. You can see now that Blue are bringing some boats up to the top, which is good.
Affirmative.
That's definitely a good sign.
Acknowledged.
Building. Silos
Waiting
needed.
order. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yeah, what I don't want to be doing is I don't want to be wasting any tanks, and I don't need to. It's about making the
Building.
best use you can out of what you've got.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
This next time, and yes, you can see that Blue's got a cruiser now, which is good. So he's bringing that up to the top.
Unit
We should be able to provide some good damage.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Right, so I've got my MCV there, and I'm going to just deploy it, and I'm actually going to place the ore refinery in the correct position this time.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit lost.
And I'm going to produce some Tesla coils. As I said earlier, Tesla coils and tanks, with tanks in front, makes a brilliant combination.
Unit ready.
Oh,
Our base is under attack.
yeah, Blue have sneaked a base at the bottom, light blue.
Building. Low power.
So I'm going to need to sort that out a bit as well.
Building. Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, they've got
Acknowledged.
what you call it. They've got boat control, which is
Building.
quite annoying.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
As I said, we want boats to help us, boat support
Unit ready.
at the top as well, top right.
Construction complete. A-bomb launch detected.
Because you can see the
Building.
yellow and blue tanks on that ore field. If we've got some cruisers up there, they'd be able to reach those tanks.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit lost.
Yeah, and all I'm doing is just building a few more.
Building. Construction complete. Structure.
Just going to sell that ore refinery to get that ore silo just to get so it doesn't block the ore trucks.
Building.
I just put an ore. The reason I built the ore refineries across is so I can build Tesla coils further on the ore, and that's quite a stroke of luck actually, because they just got attacked by civilians. I'm going to make the most of it and attack the construction yard while it's the only building. And you can see yellow's coming in. That's really not a good tactic. One at a time.
Acknowledged. Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And I've got rid of that base, which is a very important move. Was very important.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
As I say, control of ore is paramount on this map. I'm actually quite surprised that yellow and light blue haven't built a base up on the top right, up just above the ore.
Acknowledged.
It would have possibly made sense.
Silos needed. Building. Silos needed. Construction complete.
I do think we have a pretty good stronghold on that point now. I've got, well, 3 Tesla coils, a lot of tanks, so we should be relatively safe.
Construction complete.
And yeah, I've got another Tesla coil right onto the ore,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
just to make sure they don't go for my ore trucks.
Unit ready. Construction
Sir,
complete.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Building. Unit
Yeah, I'm
ready.
just building another barracks now. I think I might
Building.
go for some
ready.
Tanyas.
Construction complete.
In
Unit
order to
ready.
build
Building.
for Tanyas to work with Soviets, you can you have helicopters.
Unit ready.
Oh, and you can see my teammates
Building.
using Tanyas already. But yeah, you can use helicopters to drop off Tanyas, and then they can obviously their use is to destroy buildings. But in order to build Tanyas, I'm going to need a tech center, so I'm going to build that first.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit ready.
So yeah, I'm just building a couple of Tanyas, get a helicopter, send them up.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
And you can see that my teammates already used the Tanyas, so Yellow might be a bit more self-aware, aware now of what's going on.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to do a sneaky move on those boats, but it looks like they've noticed.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. That's right.
So yeah, you can see I've got my helicopter now, so I'm going to put my Tanyas in.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Just organising my tanks so I can repair them.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
It looks like Tanya's destroyed another building from Yellow. I think he's building more Tesla coils now. I think he's been a bit more cautious. So it's going to make it's going to be hard to use more Tanyas.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yeah, at the moment I've just...
Unit ready.
It's hard to attack at the
Building.
moment because I've got
Construction complete.
the bases defended with Tesla coils.
Unit ready.
Ores high on both teams.
Primary building selected.
You can see we haven't overmined.
On hold. Cancel. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yeah, but if Dark Blue can keep on applying pressure by building more and more cruisers and bringing them up, I think that will put us in a very strong
Unit
position
ready.
indeed.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
And I'm just expanding up to the
Unit
top
ready.
bit.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Credits stolen. Insufficient
Looks like the other team
Unit
they've
ready.
got some spies or something.
Training. Construction
And
complete.
you can see I built up a load of
Unit
tanks,
ready.
so I will be able to
Training.
fight at some point. Attack. Hopefully successfully.
Building.
And basically what I'm doing is I'm just gaining territory at the moment,
Building.
making it harder for the other team.
Unit ready. Training. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Comrade. Yes,
Our base
sir.
is under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh,
Sufficient funds.
got some things destroyed there.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to decide what to do in these situations. I have got an awful lot of tanks now, so maybe an attack would work.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Especially because of the boats being there as well.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So I'm taking going for yellow. And Tesla coils on their own aren't that powerful. It's when you use them in with tanks that they become very, very deadly.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, you can see I got rid of that that Tesla coil without losing any tanks at all.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I do think light blue's approach to a conservative with ore, meaning he's not using many ore trucks, I think that's sort of backfiring a bit on him here, because he could be building a lot more tanks if he was willing to use the ore a bit more quickly. Ah yes, you can see those actually helping us. The saves are going into the base. Hopefully we'll do some damage. They've destroyed a war factory. But yeah, I think of course that's a loss for us.
Ready. Building. Building. On hold.
But you see, those boats are now being useful.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Just putting an extra Tesla coil down here because you can see there's an attack coming.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
I'll be able to destroy that ore truck.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Right, so if I destroy some, because there's a lot of power plants there,
Construction complete.
and hopefully if I can destroy those power plants, they won't have enough for the Tesla coils. Yeah, so you can see they're low on power, so all I need to do, what I can do now is I can storm the base, just taking out the power plants, with no Tesla coils to defend.
Ready. Building. Unit lost.
And I think the Tesla coil is working then again, but so we'll just destroy a few more power plants.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
You can see my base is getting a bit trampled, but it doesn't matter too much.
Base is under
A lot of my stuff is in the top right, which is really important. I'm just taking out, and at the moment it's just focused on getting yellow destroyed.
Unit ready. Building.
I just need to keep my power going, though. That's what's important, because I have got a couple of Tesla coils down there, which will help keep the power,
Building in progress.
keep my base safe.
Base is under attack. Construction complete. Building.
Yeah, you can see my Tesla coils are doing a pretty good job there.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Insufficient funds. Construction complete. Building. Unit
And I've
ready.
only got one tank left
Building.
to fight with.
Acknowledged. Yeah, affirmative.
A-bomb launch
Report
detected.
acknowledged.
Yeah, I think I can see blue going up to finish off yellow,
Affirmative.
who's escaping with the MCV.
On hold. Cancel.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
As I said earlier, though, this map is about territory,
Affirmative.
and you can see our territory is very, very strong at the
Unit
moment.
ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, so yellow's there.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, I'm just doing a mixture of destroying auto trucks to help damage their economy, and also destroying tanks. And you can see good timing for me. Sort of good timing. I mean, the civilians are coming, which is helping destroy their tanks, but they'll also help destroy my tanks as well, because they do attack everyone.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Lost. Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
You can see maybe my base was badly damaged, but my main buildings still survived at the bottom.
Building. Building.
More factories and ore refineries.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative.
And as I said, Philharmonic goes for conservative ore. He only uses about 4 ore trucks, and you can see how much spare ore he has around his base. If he'd used a bit more ore, he could have built more tanks earlier on and hopefully defended some of the other positions.
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm building up for what will hopefully be the final
Unit
attack.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
One of the other things you have to be careful, you can see units tracking is another big issue. So I can just keep these tanks in the ore field, destroy ore trucks.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
You can see they've got the boats to help them, but
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
he hasn't got too many boats, which is he's only got about, I can only see 3 there actually, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. If he'd had 6 cruisers or something, that would have made it a lot more difficult.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, and you can see now it's just a case of destroying buildings.
Unit ready. Building. Mission accomplished.
And it's over. Right, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.